Hello. Welcome to me, you, and a single moment in time. This is only for personal benefit. Fucking mud. And honestly, only for myself. But I'm putting up here so that I won't ever go down. And in 20 years' time, I can look back, say how much of a dickhead I was, and get a laugh, I guess. I guess I should do this, huh? Out here at a fucking park. It's like 1 a.m. as I normally do. And again, this is primarily only for personal gain. So, and for my own benefit. So I'm treating this as my pretty much journal, call it, but I couldn't be asked to write my shit down. And fuck voice notes. We are just walking because this is something that I've enjoyed, and I feel like, well, I wanted to share it with someone, but that also takes away from it being my own. So I guess this is a compromise for it. It's still my own, but someone can vicariously own it through me. And of course, this does shit all in terms of the environment, but you know, video and fucking photos and all that. So yeah, welcome to me talking shit about my own self and the bitch ass problems. It's good to put words down on a page, get your thoughts out of your head, I guess. Whatever, fuck that bull. Okay, disregard the past two sentences I just said. Those are fucking corny as shit. But yeah, I feel like places like this is a giant fucking soccer complex that there's a word for it, and I'll remember what it is eventually. But usually this place on a Saturday, it's actually fucking, well, it was the night of Easter. It was Easter Sunday today. Had a great time with family and whatnot. That's not the issue. Just coming back to reality. Coming back from visiting them into the same mundane shit every day. So, thought I'd share a place that I always find cool. Place that's normally packed as shit. All these sidelines, all these empty spaces, all these fields usually have life, have people running, playing, screaming, shouting. And now, nature gets her back for at least the night. And there's something poetic about that. In the end, nature always gets her back. I guess that's why those abandoned fucking post-apocalyptic settings always hit so hard. Someone needs to do a post-apocalyptic medieval shit. That'd be cool. Anyways, yeah. Just walk around. I don't know what this is. I'm just enjoying life. Just using times like this to honestly have something to do. I know it sounds shitty, but fuck you. And also just I don't know. Take a pause. Take a breath and just again bask in the moment. Because for me, this right here. There's no one here. Besides, there's like 2 cars, but their lights are off. Or one's a fucking camper thingy, so I'm sure they fucked off to bed or whatever. So it's just nice to realize that life has kind of died down. It's kind of on pause for the night, for the next however many hours. This is a situation that I like a lot. And also, it helps that it's wide open fields. Wide open fields make it that much better. Forests are cool, and I've gone and walked in a couple, and hopefully I'll go and do this sort of thing there, but that's a whole different beast. There's a little bit of a sense of danger walking a path at night, even if it is a short path and I know it's a good place that I've done before at night. It's still a sketch, because I mean, the imagination is the scariest thing a human has. Damn, I should be a philosopher or something with those fucking words of wisdom, Jesus. But yeah. And this could be any place on Earth. Well, at least in the US for now, because it's fucking nighttime here, but I think places like this during the day are entirely different. It's almost as if it's not just a stillness from it being nighttime and, you know, life is taking a pause. Whenever a place like this is completely unburdened with people, even though it should, like, that's this place's whole purpose. At least to me, going down through its actual functionality of, you know, oh, it's a soccer field, it's a place for people to compete, it's a place for life to happen, for people to move, people to enjoy themselves, people to suffer defeat, people to experience. Gosh, this gives me fucking shitty Blair Witch documentary vibes, what I'm doing right now, but whatever. Mind your damn business or something. So yeah. Let's hope that fucking iPhone stabilization is improved in the past year. What the? Oh. My bad. I have a gimbal. I forgot to bring it, but you know what? For our first journal entry, I feel like the B-Tech production of this is kind of fitting, no? Gosh, it's fucking hurting my arm though. No wonder we fucking made shit to do this for us. We're persistence hunters and all that, but we're still bitches. Fuck. Alright, swashing hands. There you go. Better. It's kind of funny though. People had to live in the night, during the night, in the openness of the night. We didn't have buildings, we didn't have electricity. Honestly, no wonder people made religions out of the sky and thunder and rain. Shit, I would too. Don't understand any of that. Lightning still baffles me as to how it's a thing. So yeah, I'd be fucking praying that shit doesn't happen to me. Yeah. It's just funny. Caught it on a good night. Decided to come out here and, well, just kind of experience what no one else might see. And I think that's the best part. Again, wrapping back to being very cyclic today, apparently. But to the title. You. And honestly, I'm probably referring to myself in the future. But whatever. You, me, this moment here. Kind of nice. In a weird, fucked up way, I guess, that only makes sense to me. It's my own. No one else but me and whoever sees this gets to have it. Because there's no one else here. And sure, you can come out here another night. I can come out here another night and do all this again and spew all this fucking nonsense. But right now, there's no one else at this spot looking like a dumbass with their phone out, walking, drinking fucking sweet tea. It's just me. And there's something beautiful about that to me. I'm being selfish as I say it, but you know, fuck you. I can be. I think at some point everyone has to be, no? Back to the whole thing of no one's gonna love you but you. No one's gonna look out for you but you. We're all what we all got. God, now I'm fucking trying to be a fucking therapist to myself, apparently. Fuck that. I just find it cool. I like places like this. Helps that it's fucking artificial turf, so it's not fucking sopping wet right now. Totally stealing this from SB Nation. I'm not going to use their actual name, besides mention it now, because fuck Secret Base, and I don't know what it means, so I don't understand, but an SB Nation just sounds cooler anyways, fuck you. Welcome to a moment in history. It's not significant, not to anyone, not even me, but it still exists. And it's funny to think of. It's almost as if, like, you know, you leave a room and for that moment it ceases to exist in your mind up until someone else goes in, and then poof, you know, the space reappears. But no, the whole time it just sits there. Time moves on, time passes, but everything still exists. And it does this day after day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Fucking vast emptiness above us too, which I guess I don't really think about too much during the daytime because it's fucking sunny and the fucking sun hurts. But it's fucking crazy. The fact that we exist, that we're a thing, that whoever's seeing this, well, is fucking seeing it, and that I'm here, one foot in front of the other, trying to keep 10 toes down. And boy, let me tell you, a fucking effort. desolate fucking shit on Earth. And that's why it's so cool. Hello, me. I feel like at some point everyone's gonna think of themselves and just see a shadow. 'Cause that's what's been happening to me recently. Walking a lot and you just end up seeing your own shadow. And you just start associating that with yourself as your image, right? Because that's what you see. But it is, reflecting your actions. Every move you make is instantly shown right back to you. With no depth, no color, with no life. But it still exists. No matter how faint. No matter how swift. That was fucking stupid, but it exists. Just like everything else. Annoying ass flagpole. Sitting there making sounds. Thank you. The flagpole is actually a paid actor for making that sound right when I fucking cued it. So yeah. My phone's gonna love trying to store this fucking long ass video. But we'll deal with that fucking beast when we get to it. And it's funny. There's always so much life going on. Not just human life. The birds are also a paid actor, if you couldn't tell. But to prove my point, I guess time is the only thing that matters, huh? Nope, there's the other fucking camper thingy. Really a fucking like F-250 with a fucking camper bed on. Whatever. I guess we'll let them be to their own devices. Oh yeah, I forgot this bridge existed. Let's go do that. Let's fucking walk in the road and hope by chance that the only car here drives off and fucking slams into the back of us. Really wild how far people have come, huh? Jesus, I should just name this shit Conversations with Myself, because that's what I'm fucking doing. Fucking doing it stupidly too, from the sounds of it. Again, this is why I say it's for my own benefit. Ooh, this would be cool. This made me think of exactly what I've been talking about, but a good example of it. And no, it's not the fucking parking lot and the fucking trees. Oh no. It's even more literal. That's something I have experience towards now. That's right. I'm intentionally pointing the camera the opposite way. Because ba-ba-da-ba. Fucking pavilion. Lights still on and everything. And it's fucking empty. There are signs of life, don't get me wrong. But for this moment, none except I exist. Empty tables. A whole empty hall. Not a soul. Except me, but fuck you. It's funny. Now, I didn't have a place as big as this, but when I did play soccer, there end of season awards or whatever, participation bullshit they gave us. Go to a place like this, all those parents and players gather, you give out whatever things, MVP, best, yada yada. And now, fuck all. And it's funny, just as if there are people here, there's still that same fucking hum of fluorescent lights. Except this time, no one will hear it. You know what? I wouldn't call this a breath, because a breath has to do with life. This is right as you exhale and right before you inhale. That one moment when all the air is pushed out of your lungs and your body just pauses. It's not even a split second. Hell, it might not even happen at all. But the moment where your lungs fully compress all the air out and they haven't begun to expand yet to intake air. Just like with any system, there'll be a point where it stops, doesn't move for that, picosecond, whatever. And this is it, but made to last even longer. Can't remember the word for places like this. Usually bustling with life or whatever, but they're empty, or like subliminal. I don't know, whatever. Spaces that, it's like pictures, right? Whenever they take a picture of like an office where, there's a bunch of open laptops or notepads or, pens and coffee cups sitting at desks, but there's not a soul in the office building. Lights might still be on. Looks like there should be life, but it's just gone. Oh, honey, it's a fucked up world. Can't you see the fun in that? My bad. Sorry, I was taking a sip of tea and also switching hands at the same time. Because apparently, holding an iPhone for 20 minutes is kind of fucking tiring. Who would have thought? You can always lift 45 pounds 12 times over the course of a minute, but you can't hold 15 pounds straight out in front of you for 15 minutes. And they say we're endurance creatures. Or whatever the fuck. However the fuck we used to hunt mammoths or whatever. Fucking hunt them until they fucking fall on their fucking face from exhaustion. One day I'll climb one of these fucking towers for the hell of it. That one back there looks like it might have handholds. I don't know. Hard to tell. But I think it does. I'm seeing what looks like shapes for like a ladder. I'm sure they have some sort of maintenance fucking ladder. And I'm sure, well, I was going to say, welcome, and I've already said, welcome to Anywhere USA. Anywhere in the world, really, but probably USA. Just because of this style of space. But It's definitely not. It's site specific. But the idea still holds true. It's not about the place. It's about the environment. The emptiness almost. And it's kind of nice. In its own messed up way. Just taking a moment to enjoy it all again. Do I want to walk all the way around those fields? I could. Sorry, I'm contemplating doing a long ass fucking walk right now. I don't even know the fucking time, but it's probably 2 a.m. Fuck it, right? When in Rome. Crazy to think that people back in the day, not just having to live under the night, but constantly live outdoors. You might have thatched huts or whatever, you know, stone structures. No AC, of course. No. Just had to continue. Crazy how far we've come. I can't even imagine. I want to. I have some fucked up fascination about, you know, living off the land. You know, going to a time of a medieval, like a pre-medieval-esque period. It's crazy to think that for so long, that's how we were. Even probably, you know, pre-recorded history. You know, that's how people were. But now we have all this, honestly, artificial is the best word. Our grass, our fucking buildings, our fucking light. All artificial. But there's comfort in it. There's convenience in it. God, I don't know where I'd be without it now. I'm sure you would be too. You'd be in the same boat. Because they're just commodities that we're all used to. And it's cool, I'm not trying to get it wrong. Honestly, modern medicine, fucking great. You know, electricity, while I still don't understand it, and it's still a wild concept to me, and I've had to take my fucking fair share of university physics classes, still it's just funny. I'm a fucking materials major. Or fucking semiconductors are half the fucking business. The other half is metals, but ugh. Fuck metallurgy. Funny how it works. Also, how wasteful of us. I don't know why all these fucking street lamps always have to be lit, especially at a place like this. I get roads, whatever. I even get the red ones at the top of the lights. I mean, there is an airport near us, although, again, it's near is a very strong relative term. Switcheroo. There's a better switch this time. Oh, fuck. 30 minutes of just bullshitting, essentially, between me and you. Alright, well, I guess we'll step into the light, quit the shenanigans. Or honestly, we'll just walk and probably do it again. And seeing as though I'm probably going to be one of the people to look back upon this, I'll say it like I say it to family. I love you. Be safe. Don't be dumb. Bye.